everyone. Okay, so this is my Mystique. I did it really super fast because I didn't want to do something too extreme for you all. Because I know some of you are not makeup artists or costume artists or anything like that. So I just wanted to do something quick and fast and simple for you all. Right now the movie is coming out soon, and so it's kind of in between the old movie and the new movie. If you are familiar with the new movie, then you know that some of the makeup is less and not as intense as the previous movies, because I believe Jennifer Lawrence, I think it was taking her crazy amounts of time to get ready. Like, she had to get it ready at like midnight or something just to make it by 8 o'clock. So they have really downsized the makeup and a lot less scales. So based on that, that's what I'm kind of going with. Alright, so the latex that I'm using for the scales, I decided to make them kind of just fast and messy. I'm using the zombie skin, and you can pick this up at Silly Farm. And I'm just going to be taking just a simple brush. Latex washes off really well with just water, so you don't have to be too crazy with your brushes. Don't worry about that, it will wash off. And I like to do like a big goop, basically. And then just kind of work it out. I like that it has a little bit of a center. And then you just kind of work it out. You can take the back of your brush and sharpen the edge a little bit. And then you're going to also be painting over top of that with more paint. So it doesn't have to be anything too elaborate. This here is really just creating that, that scale. You don't want to work with it too much, because if you work with it a lot, then it's going to start to dry on you really fast. Just wipe it off with a towel and shape. Anything that you want to be removed, you can scrape it right off. So that's one thing that's really nice about the latex, is that you can just wipe it right off. And I really want these to kind of go up. Okay, I'm just going to shape it just the way I kind of want it. Again, anything you want removed, you can just peel it right off, scrape it right off. Just don't go too far in, and then you'll ruin it. There we go, just like that. Alright. And then she has like a lot of like goopy looking, almost looks like lily pads. So I'm going to go over here. We're just going to rock that, and then she's got like a little pointed one into the hairline. Okay. And then she's got a lot of little ones, just like scales, and you just drop it just like that. And then again, she's got more. She's got a little one right in there, and scales. And the new movie, she actually has eyebrows. The old movie she doesn't, so I'm kind of going, I like the eyebrows. I'm not going to paint them like in that movie. Her eyebrows are slightly done. Okay, then we have glops, little lily pads again, and they're just going smaller and smaller as you get closer to the temples. And then glops. You can hear glops. I know, that's totally a term. And then it kind of goes almost like just a straight line there. And again, they don't have to be perfect because we're painting over top of them. This is just creating some depth. Okay. I can tell my latex is starting to dry up a little bit because it's a lot thicker. Okay. And then we want some bigger. Actually, I don't want all that. Oh, I could use the back of the. Wipe it off on a towel. Alright, I don't want it to be that low or that far in. Okay. And then you're just going to work it down. Just like that. And then we're going to add some more petals. More petals. And then I like to do a little smaller in there. Alright, just like that. And then you can do the whole body if you'd like to. She has some scales along the sides here. Less scales, of course, for the newer movie. But I chose just to do this just for the, because I know it's going to take a lot longer. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and then we will start the painting. Okay, then we're going to apply a blue metallic. This is a tag metallic. I don't like to see some of these faces where they just have blue. It looks Smurf blue. And because Mystique is very, she's very shimmery and she has some metallic to her. And she's just gorgeous. I think that she is so beautiful. She's like probably one of my absolute favorites. My favorite is probably Rogue, but she's totally my next favorite. And I'm just going to be using a cut half sponge with a little bit of water. And I'm going to go all over. And you really want to do a tapping motion. So I do that. You want to do a tapping motion just to get a good amount of consistency to it. If you were going to do your whole entire body, you would probably need several cakes. I would probably get like a big body cake because you will probably go through a lot of this paint. It's nice and pigmented though, so you don't have a problem with that. And you want to get all over. See how beautiful and shiny that is? It's got a little bit of glitter in it too, which is really, really nice. I love when they add glitter to it. As a face painter, I love glitter. Okay, then you want to go around the mouth. You don't have to really do too much with the mouth because we will put some paint over it. Pick up more paint if you need. But like I said, this paint, you don't have to do 2 or 3 coats. You should be able to get plenty in that one coat. Oh, I just love this color. It's such a beautiful, it's like the perfect Mystique color. Okay, now over, you want the paint to be very little wet because latex, again, does come off with water, so you have to be really, really careful. So I'm going to go over top of those petals, really pushing in there, but not smudging. You don't want to rub because you may actually rub those off. Make sure that all of your, most of your makeup is off. I wiped a lot of my makeup off before this just so that I did not create too much of an oily base because you want to make sure those stick really well. My daughter, before she got to school last year when I did her as Mystique, I'll put the link down below too. Her latex scales on her hands, I actually did her hands, and they actually started to come off some. I guess where she's moving her hands and her hands may have been actually oily. Okay. And then again, really good around the eyes. Don't forget the ears. Really work that in into those ears. Into the ear, definitely. Behind the ear. Okay, now we're going to add some black to the scales. And we're basically going to be mixing a little bit of that metallic blue with a little bit of black. because we still want some of that shimmer from that blue. We don't want it to be like harsh black. We just want it to give it more definition. So we're just going to go in and redefine some of those scales. Again, if it's too black, just mix a little bit more blue into it. There we go. Okay. And it will dry a little later. Okay. Okay. Make sure your paint is not too wet. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're going to be applying more of that blackish blue color. It's going to be a little darker because I'm going to do it more of a eyeliner just to go around the eyes. Some people completely color in the eyes, but that's not what the movie looks like. She looks more like she's got eyeliner on, or just like dark eyeliner. So we're going to take it all the way around. Just like that. And it's a little heavier under the eye. Okay. Just like that. And then we're going to do the lips, and we'll come back to the eye and do more. The lip I'm actually going to do a little lighter of a, not near as intense as the eyeliner. There we go. Just make sure all the paint you're using is good professional stuff. I use some of the best out there. I just think that you should, like, especially if you're painting, you need to do the best you can. Okay. Alright, just like that. Okay. You could do eyelashes or eyebrows if you'd like, but I'm going to just leave them like that. You can see in the new movie, she does have slight touch of red to them. We're going to leave it because, like I said, it's going to be in between. Next, I'm going to be taking a fab paint. This is a glitter gold fab paint. Yeah. And it's just a really pretty gold, and it's got some shimmer to it too. And then I'm going to do my waterline. Now make sure the paints that you use are appropriate again. We're just going to do the waterline. A lot of times I'll take black and do it on my waterline, so I am used to this. It may sting a little bit, especially depending on what kind of soap you use for your brushes when you wash them. Sometimes that can make a big difference too. Alright, now you shouldn't have to apply another layer or anything like that. Okay, then we're going to do the waterline. And I'm going to take some of that. Wash my brush. We're going to be taking a red, but yeah, this is Tag Pearl Red. Just a really pretty shimmery red. Again, it's probably my favorite red. And we're just going to be, actually, let's take a bigger brush. Let's take a bigger brush here. This is one of my Mark Reed brushes, which rocks for face painting. I think everybody should have it in their collection at least. Especially this one. This is one of those chisel. I believe it's like a body brush. And I do tend to use a lot of water with this. And I'm going into my hairline, carrying it up into my hairline just to make that extra shimmer to the hair. Okay, and we're just going to go around. If you want to, you can add like some texture around there. Doesn't have to be. If you've seen close-ups of Mystique, then you would know that the hairline actually goes into the scales. Okay. Almost done. And going into the hair underneath and back into it. Okay. Okay, hopefully you all enjoyed this. And yeah, what do you all think? Do I look mutant and proud? And I will see y'all later. Bye.